Banga Samhita. Om Shanti. Peace to you, peace to me, and big peace to you this time. Want to get the squatters out of our mind. This is what we're going to talk about today, is the squatters in your mind. Get them out, get them out. Who are these squatters? What are they doing there? I'm sure we've all experienced the instances. It used to happen to me all the time when I was driving along, and some human being would do the most stupid thing in front of you, cut you up, and you would be in a terrible mood all the way through your journey and possibly for the rest of the day. Who are these people anyway? They shouldn't be on the road. Blah, 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 blah. And it wasn't until my wife pointed out to me, don't let that incident ruin the rest of the day, Peter. Oh my goodness. I had a squatter in the mind. This energy that jumped from this incident into my mind and completely wrecked the whole of my day. Yes, it used to happen to me. Now, if someone does something stupid, mainly on the road, I might get a little bit excited, but it goes, gone. No longer for the rest of the day. I'm entangled with that negative energy. So we all get somebody in our head that doesn't belong. It happens with conversations, relationships, and it can be our ego sometimes, because we always feel like we want to be right with our ego, and someone will say something and that instance will go around and around and around in your head, and sometimes it goes around and around for days. It can be weeks or months and round. Oh, I should have said that, I should have done this. Why didn't I do that in this point? Well, that would have been too harsh. And then you're having this enormous argument with yourself, saying, oh, goodness me, I should have got out of the car and really yelled at the guy, given him like my 10 pence worth, and really showed him that he was wrong. You know, this whole thing going around in the head. You've got, again, a squatter in your mind. You're not in the moment, you're actually in the past. It's really making you act in a way that you shouldn't be acting. So when you're paying attention to this, and you're giving it your attention, which attention is the new currency really in today's world, you're giving your attention, you're giving yourself away. You've given yourself away to that moment, that incident, that conversation, that argument. You're just giving yourself away to this, and then the squatters get into your mind and start to twist and turn and every aspect of it, and you analyze it, especially me as a Virgo, analyze every little nuance and part of it, and it drives you crazy. And especially when people are with sharp intellects is just cutting. So the sharper you get your intellect, the quicker you can chop somebody's head off. Wonderful, eh? Use your intelligence. But it's just cutting, and someone might say, who's very intellectually quick, whoa, look at you. You think you know it all. You think you're so clever, don't you? You really. But look at you. You can't even get yourself into a relationship that lasts. You can't even do this. You can't do that. And then the squatter gets in the mind. And you're sitting there going, oh my goodness, maybe they got a point. Oh no, geez, what am I going to do with this? How am I going? Again, you're caught up with the squatters in the mind. They're turning it around. So why are we attending, or why are we giving our energy to negative people? There's a lot of them around, but on smaller versions of it, you walk around and say, well, you know, the dustman didn't put the bin back in the right place today. Huh? And then I walked out there and there was a bit of litter on my front path. And you get this moaning for like 5 minutes. You go, oh my goodness me, you woke up this morning having this 5 sense experience, and you're worried about your bin being in the wrong place and a bit of litter on your path. Of course it gets worse than that. And people just tend to get your attention, and then they moan at you for like 5 minutes. You go, oh my God, please, you know. And that will start to play on your mind, and you'll get another squatter in the mind that will go, oh, maybe your life isn't so good. And then it drag you down, your energy starts to come down because you're attending to or putting your attention into negativity. Now, negativity I don't see as the problems in our world. So if you start to talk about, say, our environment or the political situations where the systems aren't serving us, that's not negative, that's just a conversation, but that is now being construed as negative. No, you can have intelligent conversations, not intellectual, intelligent conversations, where you can actually come to the agreement where all of these systems aren't serving us anymore. They're serving higher purposes, and that's really important. And that seems to some people think that that's a squatter in your mind, that you get obsessed with it, and maybe you do when you first start to uncover this, because it's unbelievable. So that can be a squatter in your mind. You need to look at it, accept it, and see what you can do about it. Your ability to respond, your responsibility to act on information is very, very important. But don't let it become a squatter in your mind. I remember anger became a squatter with me. Anger when I realised the banking system and the UN and the EU and all these corrupted organisations have many, many amazing people in them. Many amazing people, but there seems to be this allowance of this major corruption going on, where people go, ooh, ooh. And what is fear, living in fear rather than living in love, saying, well, hang on a minute, there's something really wrong with this. What can we do to fix it? How can we sort this situation out? And then you've got interests that take over, and those interests will become squatters in other people's minds, because they'll be thinking to themselves, if they're still not overly desensitized to this experience that we've got, going, oh, maybe we can change this a little bit. So it's complicated. But the squatters in your mind, really the small trivial parts of life that happen around you, don't let them get stuck in your head. So what you attend to, where your energy goes, where your mind goes, your energy will follow. So focus on good things, focus on yourself. You are an amazing creation. There's nothing like you on the planet. I've heard some people say we've got 1 trillion activities. Some people say we've got 5 trillion activities. I heard a guru say today we've got 75 trillion activities in our body. 75 trillion. Whoa, that's an enormous number. You think about 1 billion, if you were to take a penny from the time of Jesus and start counting those pennies out, it wouldn't come to 1 billion. So 1 billion is an enormous number. To over 2,000 years take you to count up to £1 billion with pennies. 1 trillion, what is that? Billion, whatever it is. Enormous number. And then you've got 75 trillion activities happening in your body, all in one moment. So that's just gone, and there's another moment, another 75 trillion. So all these activities, surely we should be giving our energy to those. Really important, because your brain, 95% of your brain power should be coming into the body. But now, because of the overconsumption of information, overconsumption of stimulus and entertainment, our brains are out, and then the mind gets squatters in them because there's so many problems. You're so tired, you can't deal with your life properly, you haven't got enough energy to cope with it. Squatters in the mind. So really important to attend or put your attention, your mind, into what makes you grow as a human being, but not narcissistically or selfishly. Other people get caught up in that. When you say something like that to somebody who is a little bit narcissistic or egotistical, they go, right, I'm going to focus on myself, screw everybody else. No, it's when you focus on yourself, you're connecting with your heart, and you open up your heart, then you realize everybody else is going through this same process. I say in my classes, my Qigong classes, it's difficult enough to be a human being without all this external pressure on us. And do you not think that the systems that are being built around us, do you think they don't understand that? Of course they do. Of course they do. They know human psyche better than we do. And we're just slowly starting to work it out. Slowly starting to work it out. This is where all the secret societies have hidden all this Gnostic knowledge, this knowing of how human beings are. And this information is slowly coming out and seeping out, and it's being cherry picked and being distorted, and people are trying to make money out of it, blah blah blah. Nothing wrong with making money, but some of it is being very much distorted, which is sad, but that's true. So it's whatever you focus on grows. Whatever you focus on. So if you focus on these incidents that have happened to allow the squatters to get into your mind, really you need to try and meditate more, try to center yourself more, try to get more in tune of who you are, what you're doing here, why are you here. And there's a good expression the body and brain use: this body is not me, but it's mine. These emotions are not me, but they're mine. Take ownership of your body, take ownership of your emotions, and try to meditate above mind. Whoa! Then you'll find something truly wonderful, honestly. So give it your best shot. Keep working on yourself. Attend to, or send your attention to what is going to make you grow bigger and bigger and become the best version that you possibly can be. And I know you can be amazing. Thank you for listening. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Sarang Hamida.